Hello everyone, we are here with our CSAT MEDC program which I had explained already to solve all those previous year questions in all possible topics so that you will be able to pass the exam very easily in the case of CSAT, right. So here today's topic is speed, time and distance. This topic is very important because of the fact that 12 questions are asked in the previous 8 question papers. That is very important topic and very easy topic which you can solve if you are having the basic concepts of the topic. Basic concepts which you know, speed means distance travelled per time, that is the speed, right. And what is the units of speed? Kilometer per hour or meter per second, and the conversion of the unit 1 kilometer per hour equal to 5 by 18 meter per second. Why? 1 kilometer per hour means 1000 meter per 3600 seconds, right. So cancelling we will get 5 by 18 meter per second. That is the idea behind that conversion. And the concept of average speed. How will you take the case of average speed? There is a basic idea that while we answer the case of average speed, you will see total distance by total time will give you the average speed, right. There is more equations. From solving from the equation you can get the value if you are getting two average speeds as 10 and 20. 10 and 20 are two speeds and you need to find out the average speed. It will become 2 into 10 into 20 by 10 plus 20 will give you the average speed if and only if the distance travelled is the same. Okay, why? Because they are travelling x distance. Total distance is what? They are travelling x distance by 2x distance, total distance travelled, right. One car is travelling, a car is travelling 10 km per hour x distance and it returns at 20 km per hour in x distance. In such, if such is a question, total distance will be x in 10 and x in 20, right. So 2x will be the distance travelled and total time. What is the time? I told you speed equal to distance by time. So time equal to distance by speed, right. So distance is x for the first case by speed is 10, time it is x for the second case and speed is 20. This is the total time, right. By solving you can cut these values and thereby you will get the value as 2 into 10 into 20 by 10 plus 20. This is the equation given here. Only the condition is that the distance travelled should be the same in both cases. So this is the basic. If that is not there, you have to use this concept that total distance travelled by total time will give you the average speed. So that is the basic concept. With this we are moving into the problem section. First one is a simple problem. You just need to know the concept of speed to answer that problem. A train 200 meters long is moving at the rate of 40 km per hour. So distance is given. Distance is what? 200 meters. Why? In how many seconds will it cross a man standing near the railway line? This is the train. There is a man standing here. Distance, in how many seconds it will cross the man. It will cross the man means first it reaches man, now it cross the man. So how much distance it needs to travel to cross the man completely? It will be the length of the train itself will be the distance travelled to cross a person, right. So distance is 200 meter and speed is 40 kilometer per hour. Where not the case, this is in meters, this is in kilometer per hour. The units are different. So the question is asked in seconds. So it is better to convert it into meter per second, right? So it will become 40 into 5 by 18, right? So you will get speed as 40 into 5 by 18. What do you need to find? Time. Time equal to distance by speed, right? 200 by 40 into 5 by 18. This is the same. So result is 18 seconds is the final answer. The most easy problem in the topic of time and distance. So I hope you all will be able to answer that one even without my help. So the next question. If a bus travels 160 km in 4 hours, so the speed of bus is 160 by 4, isn't it? Distance by time. 40 km per hour. Speed of train is, what is it? Speed of train? 320 km by in 5 hours, right? So speed is 64 km per hour. What is the question? Then what is the ratio of their distances travelled? Ratio of their distances travelled in 1 hour. In 1 hour 40 km. In 1 hour 64 km. Right? So they are in short asking the ratio of their speed. Right? So here the ratio is 40 is to 64. Cut by 8. It will become 5 by 8. So 5 is to 8 is the answer, which is option B. So this is also a easy question, right? Next one. A person can walk a certain distance and drive back, right? Imagine a person who is staying here. He can walk a direction and drive back. I am indicating this symbol for walking and this for driving. This total takes 6 hours, right? You can also walk both ways in 10 hours. Walk here, come back here, 10 hours. What does this mean? He is walking same distance and returning with 10 hours. So one side for walking, one side will you have to spend 5 hours, right? So 5 hours is needed to walk one side, 10 hours two sides. So 5 hours for one side. That means 5 hours for one side. Here also, right? So the remaining is what? 1 hour for driving for one side. So one side driving will cost you 1 hour. And so if you are driving to and fro, it will cost 1 plus 1, 2 hours. Very easy problem. You just need to keep your calmness and read the question. You will be able to solve this very easily. Two cities A and B are 360 km apart. So there are two cities A and B. 360 is the distance. A car goes from A to B with a speed of 40 km per hour. Here a car goes 40 km per hour and returns with a speed of 60 km per hour. Here this is the distance and it returns at a speed of 60 km per hour, right? What is the average speed of the car? The same concept I had explained in the case of average speed, right? Here the distance traveled is the same in both the case. So I'm just using that equation 2 into 60 into 40 by 60 plus 40, that is 2 into 6 into 4, 60 into 40 by 100, that is 6 into 4, 24, 48 km per hour, right? This is the answer. If you are not able to understand the concept, we will explain. Total distance traveled is, it traveled 360 km one side and it came back, right? So the total distance is 360 plus 360. 720 is the distance covered. Total time for traveling 360 it took 360 by 40 hours. For here it took 360 by 60 hours, right? Though 720 by this is 9 plus this is 5, sorry 6, right? So 720 by 15, 48 kilometer per hour, the same, right, with much lesser calculation. So this is the concept of average speed, very probable topic from which question can be asked. You have to make sure that if you are using the formula, you have to make sure that the distance is same in both the case. The next one, a daily train is to be introduced between station A and station B. Gain a station A and station B. This is the distance. This is not given. A train leaves at 6 a.m. 6 a.m. right, at day 1, right. So it will take 42 hours to reach station B. Starting from each end, it will take 42 hours to reach station B. So to return, it will take at least 84 hours. It will take to, one train will take to come here and return, right. 84 hours is required. So if you are checking in day 1, you have 24 hours. In day 2, you have 24 plus 24 hours. To aggregate is 48 hours is gone. Does the train return? No. In day 3, 24, again 24 hours. 72 hours is gone. Does it return? No. In day 4, it is 96. Sorry, again 24 hours has gone, but it had 96 hours. But it had already reached the station A back in 84 hours. That means in day 4 it will return. So day 5 we can again go with the same train, right. One train had gone from day 1, returned on day 4. Again from day 5 at 6 a.m. we can run the same train. So how many trains are required? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 trains are required to maintain this shuttle service. This is the answer, option C. So this is a little bit tricky question, but the thing is that you have to have some sense to understand the question and to apply the question, because here no calculation is here, no equation is here. You just need to know the concept. This is the idea. This is the way to solve it. Okay. So I hope you understood the answer. This is the last question of the session. A train travels at a certain average speed for a distance of 63 km. Let the average speed be x km per hour. Okay. For 63 km, it took how much time? 63 by x time. Again, it travels a distance of 72 at an average speed of 6 more than original speed. Original speed was x. 6 more than means x plus 6 km per hour. Right. What distance? 72. So the time is 72 by x, not x plus 6. Right. What is the total time it takes to complete this journey? It takes 3 hours. So this is time traveled in with taken to travel 63 km. This is the time taken to travel 72 km. Total to travel this 63 plus 72, it took 3 hours. That is the question, right? Now the concept is simple, but here we need to have some calculation. So here we will reduce it into 24, 21 to make our calculation easier. So it becomes 21 by x plus 24 by x plus 6 equal to 1. You will solve how? 21x plus 126 plus 24x by x into x plus 6 equal to 1, right. 21 plus 24, 45x plus 126 equal to x square plus 6x by opening the bracket, and from here you can write x square plus 6x minus 45x minus 126 equal to 0. X square plus x square minus 39x minus 126 equal to 0. So how can we factorize? How do you know the factors of 126? 2, 63, 3, 21, 3, 7, right? So the subtraction is 3 into 7, 21 into 42 and 3. So we will solve it as x minus 42, x square minus 42x plus 3x minus 126 equal to 0, right? The previous quadratic equation which you all know, because we are getting, while adding you will get minus 39, multiplying you will get minus 126. So this is the condition. So it will get x minus 42 into x plus 3 equal to 0. So the value of x equal to 42 kilometer per hour. Why? It can't be negative, right? So only 42 is the possible value. So these are the questions which we included in the part 1 of the speed, time and distance concept. I hope this one is clear to you. You just calculate or you just practice it again and again, so that you understood the concept, and moreover you will be able to reproduce it very quickly in case of if these questions arrived in the CSAT paper, right? So with this we are winding up this session of part 1 in speed, time and distance. So thank you.